Greg Capella, UCLA offensive lineman, looking like a wide receiver now. I mean, thin. I don't like it. I like the offense. I like beef. I like offensive linemen. Explain this transformation, because it's a pretty noticeable transformation.
Yeah, I just didn't like the way I was moving, the way I looked. And,
Okay.
I was up to 35 pounds going into last winter, and I decided that I just didn't want to do that anymore. So I watched what I ate, and I just trained my hardest, and I got down to where I actually had to gain weight for the first time in my life.
Yeah, I know that battle. So diet and exercise does actually work.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, listen up. I was talking to Coach Neuheisel about that, and he said that it wasn't just, you talked about not liking the way you looked, and that's a big motivator.
Yeah.
But Coach Neuheisel also mentioned that there's a science behind it, and there was an actual, there was a motivation and a reason, for you to cut a specific amount or all that kind of stuff. Talk about just the process of working with the strength and conditioning department and how, program, and just how, they played their role in that as well.
Well, the workouts are extremely hard, so that helps me lose weight a lot too. But working with the nutritionist, she's telling me what to eat, what not to eat, and Coach Lynn just working me to death.
Okay, so what was your favorite meal before the transformation?
Favorite meal? Gotta be Fat Sal's, Fat Jerry.
Fat Jerry, okay.
Yeah,
definitely eaten that before.
Definitely.
Now what's your favorite meal? Fat Sal's, Fat Jerry. You can still like it.
I'm gonna say Fat Sal's.
Oh no.
Glorious grilled chicken.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Healthy.
a big change.
Healthy.
That's a big change. Obviously there's the benefits of the confidence and all that kind of stuff, and that's a snowball effect.
Yeah.
But talk about how football has changed for you and how you feel different. Obviously now you're running with the one, so there is a noticeable difference. But
I feel like I went from being a slow lineman to one with a little bit of speed.
Okay.
Being able to move a little faster definitely helps in the football field. It's going to help me at the guard for pulling.
Yeah, offensive line is a position that has probably more than any other on the field changed over the years. You used to, 330 was the norm, or that was ideal. You want those big beefy guys, and then you're seeing teams now. It really started in the late '90s, but teams now, they have these thin, lithe offensive linemen who are just in charge of getting in front of people. Do you feel like, how can I put it, less of quote-unquote a lineman, or do you still feel like you've maintained the strength and the bulk that you need to?
I feel like I'm still the same guy I was when I weighed 330. Still feel like I had that strength with me.
Okay.
Definitely.
What do you weigh now?
I weigh 295.
335 to 290.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. Just going to the beach more, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Just talk a little bit about that, because I know fans want to hear all about football, but there's other benefits to that weight loss. Has it changed? Just your outlook, all that kind of stuff. Like, do you feel more energy and all that kind of stuff that goes along with it?
I definitely feel more energized, happier. I feel all around better about myself.
I guess the next question for you is back to football a little bit. Running with the ones right now at guard, and you're someone that has pretty much primarily been a center at your time here. Talk about the difference between those two positions and why you think that you're in that valuable role right now.
It's you gotta put your hand down. You gotta be able to block the 3 tech by yourself. It's a hard job, and you gotta be able to pull all the pulling plays. And I feel like that's something that I can do well. I have the speed to do that. I feel like that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Greg, you had some difficulties with the snapping and the quarterback exchange, and that's been going on a couple of years.
Yeah.
I've been very interested to see how you handled that, and when things weren't going well for you, what that was like, and why you've been able to kind of put that kind of stuff in the past.
It was hard, because I was frustrated.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get it, and this summer I just worked on it. Me and Cody were snapping all the time, and I feel like I've kind of gotten over that, where I can be able to snap a lot better now.
How much did you play center in high school at all?
No.
Right? Okay, that's what I thought. So you get to UCLA, you're learning how to snap and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How much do you think of that was mental, and just, was it focus, or just not having the mechanics down perfectly?
It's both, because you gotta have the mental part, so you're not rushing the snap. And that was my problem. I was trying to go too fast, and I was rushing it, and I was rolling it back there. So I just had to keep telling myself to snap first, and now I feel like it's just gonna get there.
Good stuff. Greg Capella, UCLA offensive lineman, leaner, meaner, better with the women. I mean, your life is good now. Your life is good now. Thanks, man.